So as we have now purchased the domain name, now we come to the hosting services. So hosting is used to host your domain name. I mean, you need a server which is available 24 by 7, which people can access, on which your domain is hosted and which people can access and visit your website. So before buying our hosting service, let's understand what kind of different hosting services are available. So for that, let's open Safari or any web browser which you are having on your system. Type in hostgator.in. Guys, hostgator.in is a suggested hosting service. There are different options like GoDaddy, Bluehost, BizHost, and plenty of them. You can search on Google and you'll get all the information about various hosting platforms. HostGator is one of the best because of their service. Second thing, their pricing is very aggressive, and their uptime is very high, so you will not face a problem like you want to access your website and your website is not loading up. So here if you see, we have web hosting, cloud, WordPress, reseller, VPS, dedicated servers, and then some other services. So all these from web hosting, cloud, WordPress, resellers. Resellers is not our thing right now, but I'll introduce you to this as well later. Then VPS and dedicated server are different type of hosting services. Now which one we should choose? Before getting into which one we should choose, let's understand each one of them. So this web hosting contains three things, which is like Linux shared hosting, Windows shared hosting, and open source web hosting. So these are all shared hosting services. You can understand it in this way that you have a computer at home which is dedicated to you. So whatever you are doing, your system is consuming memory, speed, storage, everything as per your usage. But if I tell you that, I'll connect your system to 10 more systems and they'll also be using that, so of course the speed of the system will go down. So this is like a server on which various people, numerous people are there having their own set of data. This is completely private. Your data will not be shared with others and their data will not be shared with you. This is kind of private, but then it is shared, so the resources on that server will be shared. So in terms of RAM, in terms of hard disk, in terms of cache memory, in terms of any device capability which you need, the resources are shared. Second thing is cloud hosting. Now in cloud hosting, the major benefit is that when you start, you need very less resources. Maybe you'll have 1000 people visiting your website in a month, that even when you put quite good efforts. But slowly and gradually the traffic will increase, and with that increase you would also like to increase the capabilities of your servers. So that is where cloud hosting comes into picture, because when you want more resources to be there, you can add on those resources to your cloud. Third thing is WordPress hosting. This is again a shared hosting kind of a service, but this is specifically for WordPress hosting. This I'll suggest you only if you want to be confined to WordPress. WordPress is a CMS. CMS means content management system, and WordPress is a CMS. So there are many CMSs like WordPress which are dedicated to specific services. Like if you go for e-commerce kind of a website, I'll suggest you to go for either WordPress, which can be done with WooCommerce, or with Avante Cart or something. So if you want to go to Avante Cart, then this hosting is not for you, because here only WordPress sites can be hosted. Resellers, we are not getting into this right now. VPS server hosting is kind of service where more resources are dedicated to you. So this is expensive than your shared web hosting and your cloud hosting. This is expensive than that. And here it is not shared, but it doesn't have that kind of capabilities as dedicated servers as well. So this is a midway thing, and normally I've not seen people buying VPS services. The next thing is dedicated servers. Now dedicated servers are being used by bigger companies who expect you know 10,000, 20,000 visitors coming onto their website every day, or even more than that, maybe 1 lakh visitors or 10 lakh visitors coming to their website every day. So these dedicated servers are like that. They can take care of that kind of traffic because there are some dedicated RAMs allocated to you, dedicated hard disk allocated to you, dedicated bandwidth allocated to you. So this is the most expensive thing as well. So ideally what we are going to do is we are going to start with shared hosting, and as and when we grow you know we'll keep updating ourselves and we'll keep transferring our website from one type of hosting to other type of hosting, which is a seamless process if you're using HostGator. So now as we have some basic understanding of hosting service, in our next session we are going to cover how to buy a hosting service. We'll actually buy a hosting service. So you can follow the steps and buy your hosting as well.